Hello and welcome to the DUEL Podcast, where we talk about university life and more. And today I have with me students from the University of Benin. So first question, did people fly here?
No, we didn't.
How was the journey?
It was hectic, like.
Why was it hectic?
Because of the hold up, actually. Ondo has governorship election, sure. They have
Okay.
election, so they're just blocking the road now.
Yeah, I'm so sorry about that.
Yeah.
Before we get into it, I'd like to know your names and the courses that you're studying. So let's start with you.
Okay, my name is Omubolo Iguara Chinedu Kelvin.
Okay.
I'm in mechanical engineering, 300 level.
Hi, Kelvin.
My name is Tamaramin Jeffrey Tarilaifa, 300 level microbiology student.
Okay, all right, Jeffrey. And you?
My name is Igwe Chudube Mwina,
Igwe.
mechanical engineering. 300
Nice to
level.
meet you. I could call you Chidibem, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Awesome. So, you know that slang of Edonobi Lagos. Do you
Yes.
believe, what do you think that means? Do you believe that is true?
I don't know they carry last. Actually.
So does Lagos carry last?
No, actually. But, they have that, their culture and they just feel that superiority, actually. I don't know, but...
Are you from there?
No, I'm from Delta, actually.
Okay.
So I'm just guessing.
But do you agree that Benin people they're like sharper than your average Lagosian?
Yes.
Why do you say so?
I was born in Benin and I
Okay.
lived in Benin.
And you're sharper than us in Lagos?
No, I didn't say it like that. Well, that's what I just feel, yeah.
Okay, that's very interesting. Did you guys vote in this election? This last
governorship
election.
election. Oh yes, I did.
Oh, you did? Okay,
Yeah.
You can't tell us who you voted for, but were you happy with the results?
In general, I would just say whoever is there, just
Do the right thing, please. You
Yeah.
people do the right thing. Okay, so let's get right into it. There are some places in Nigeria, you know how we are in this part of the world, we create stereotypes for ourselves. Like Nigerians create stereotypes. And one of the stereotypes of the Niger Delta, from even Delta to Benin and to Port Harcourt, to those areas, there's a stereotype of violence and cultism and all of that. So I want to ask, is that something that you guys experience in school or in your environments?
Okay, I have lived in Benin basically my entire life.
Mm-hmm.
Is it a stereotype? Yes, it is, because it is definitely blown out of proportion. But yes, does it exist? We cannot deny that it does. Cultism, violence, it is a thing in Benin City, Edo State.
Mm-hmm.
But
How about in UNIBEN?
in UNIBEN? Oh yes, I would not deny that.
Oh.
Even now, there used to be a very, very large stereotype about it, about how it was such a big issue. And I think that has lingered, even though right now it is on a hush-hush. It doesn't really happen often. You don't really hear of cases of like fightings and all that. Like, it's relatively peaceful. So, but the stereotype has existed because there has been
cases.
Yes.
Do you have anything to add to that?
Me, I've not lived in Benin, actually.
He's like, I'm not with you, but you're in Delta now. Delta too has its own perceptions.
Enough. Very well, because even the place I stay safe, I always get children and then even sometimes say that we will not even come outside for like a whole week. There'll be curfew.
Oh wow.
Yeah, in Delta, Kuala precisely.
Wow.
So I don't normally put too much.
You don't put let's do too much. Yeah, wow. And you, Chidibem, do you have any of this
I think,
experience?
as Jeffrey said, the cultism issue in UNIBEN specifically is blown out of proportion.
Okay.
Because in my 2 years in school, I've not experienced any cultist issue so far. So I think it's definitely blown out of proportion. Yeah.
So what do you think? Why do you think that people in that area, or just in general, especially with the male child, why do you think people enter that path and journey of violence? And how do you, as a person, stay off that path?
First of all, I would say the biggest issue is boredom. Yes. I would say some people can just be so bored and they have nothing to do with their time for them to venture into these things. Because if I bring it to modern day, because I know in the past, in let's say like 20, 30 years ago, they would say it's because of peer pressure and trying to garner influence and things like that. But currently in UNIBEN, I don't think that is an issue that should be given as an excuse, because if you talk about this influence, when it comes to the student union government, it has become way more relaxed, where
Weaker, like,
issues,
very weak.
these cabals and things like that, they don't really play that much of a role in
Yeah.
determining who heads the affairs of the student body,
Yeah.
compared to back then when it was one of the
So it's
reasons
not
why
an
people.
influence
Yes,
thing.
so it's not an influence thing, and it's not an oppression thing, because I myself, I have lived on campus and off campus, so
Yeah.
I've seen both sides of it, and I know that it's not really an issue on campus or off campus. So they cannot say they are being pressured either. Like, my dad was also a UNIBEN student when he was in his
school.
university days, and he would tell me stories about how some people would just come and there would be some cases of they would coerce you into it. And I'm experiencing it now. My elder brother was also in UNIBEN student. He also experienced it, and he knows that, and I know that this is not much of an issue. So if there are current cases of cultism and all that in UNIBEN, I would attribute it to boredom. Like, lack of things to do with your time for you to venture into things like that.
Do you guys agree? Do you think it's a boredom thing?
Yes, I think probably influence. I don't know. Wanting to be among, like, there's this, like, to feel among, like, that. I don't know.
To be-
It's more related with Yahoo culture, not really cultism.
Mm.
So you want to
That one is
just
still there.
flow the vibe, like. the
Okay,
current
so it's from
culture,
Yahoo Boy, just
yeah,
like, I
just
get
want to trend with
that.
that vibe, yeah.
I get that. I get that.
What I just know about cultism, I feel it's peer pressure, seriously, because most times people will just they want to be like at their age grade, they want to be the head, like they
Yeah.
want to, and when you see your mate doing something and getting what you want and you cannot get, you look for
Yeah.
means to get them.
To get it.
So
Wow.
that's what I feel like. But the reason why there's the cultism in UNIBEN actually, and overall serving most of the universities now is kind of getting weaker, is because of the age of students admitting.
People are younger.
Yeah,
Yes.
you cannot tell me that
Okay.
someone of 16 years, 17 years will be thinking of cultism because they doesn't even know what it means. Back in those days, why cultism was on a high, like you see somebody 25 years, 100 level, that one now. Imagine you are at 25 and 100 level. The feelings when you are looking at lecturer, you want to join, do something. So yeah, I guess that's the reason why there is no, the cultism is kind of getting weak.
That's such an interesting perspective. Wow, this was a very interesting conversation. Wow. Talk to me about your Smart Challenge program. What's the name? What is it about? Like, what do you plan to solve, and how do you think it can impact communities?
Okay, so our Smart Challenge program is, it's literally towards a UNIBEN audience. First of all, the project title is Purple.
Purple.
Yes.
Okay.
And Project Purple. So, we, in collaboration with the health center, are going to set up on the app a direct line by which students from the comfort of their homes, their classes, and their hostels can talk with health professionals as regards some symptoms and issues they are having as regards their health.
So like
And
telehealth.
Yes, so they can easily be advised on how to get some meds if they need to self-medicate, or if it's something that requires going to see a health professional, they can be advised to do that. And this would be of a huge advantage to the university because it cuts down so much wait time and bureaucracy, because many times they go to the health center and they have to spend 2-3 hours there before they can get attended to.
So it cuts
And
out all
it
of
cuts
that time
all
and
that
human
out.
intervention.
And it also builds community, because on the app we're going to have a marketplace by it's going to be independent, but at the same time it's going to be regulated in the sense that we are going to have verified vendors there. If you are going to be someone having a market on the marketplace, you have to be checked out and proven to be reliable to avoid the cases of scams and all that.
Absolutely.
And on the app also, we are going to have an e-library where students can easily access research materials, textbooks that are unavailable on campus, because we are going to be honest, the UNIBEN library is grossly outdated, and this blows it out of the water. It doesn't substitute it, but it's a great help. And we're also going to have emergency contacts on the app, where if you need to reach someone in the security office, if you need to read the fire service, it's all going to be available there. So it's very encompassing.
Yes, it's a one-stop hub.
It's a one-stop
for
hub where,
UNIBEN.
as long as you're a UNIBEN student, it's going to be an invaluable asset on your phone.
And I'm sure you can make versions that even other schools can use.
Yes, so the UNIBEN is its first testing ground.
Yeah, absolutely.
And once it becomes a staple on the UNIBEN campus, it's going to be spread
Everywhere.
out.
Wow, that's really great. That's really, really great. I wish you guys all the best of luck. I'm so excited. We had a very interesting conversation, and I'm very hopeful for your journey on the show. Great job. And that is all on this episode of the University DUEL Podcast. See you next time.